Let's see what I got up to yesterday. Probably nothing I'm gonna keep. Sure, it's kind of okay. Lots of C programming, EarthCamTV. That's nice. A little bit more programming. Okay. Hell yeah. Fucking Sonic music. And then I put myself into their video. Yeah, you just kind of watched AVGN for a bit. That's nice. You are. Oh yeah, T-Pain in his Dreamin' video, which I did not get copyright dinged for. Pretty happy about. Talked a little bit about Dragon Ball Z. Oh, this is the one I'm recording right now. That's right. Okay. Great. Yeah, no, deleting all those. Overall, a good night, I think. Not too much yelling, you know. It's my low bar. Sorry about the weird lighting, but I'm not gonna fix it. Because I have my window not open, but like letting in some light. And I like looking out there sometimes. And I could shine a light on my face, but then like people outside would see like my lit up face talking to the camera. Like, I don't know, I'm self-conscious. Probably shouldn't be a streamer, huh? I probably should be alive. Is that better? Oh, let me turn off the filter. That'll probably help. I'm real. Sadly. Okay, so I was getting real irritated by this code. Because when I try to print my very simple message to the console, which is 15 long, in fact, I'm going to shorten it. I'm just going to say hello. That's what, 5 characters, right? We can count those 5 characters. So I compile, build, doesn't like that build, make all, and then run it. It prints out hello perfectly, nicely to the console. That's good. I thought it wasn't doing that. Okay. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, I think I just taken out the command characters. Oh, I'm using a system call. Right. I guess that's fine. I'm not really sure. Like when it comes to questions about like what is best, I don't know how to begin. I'm gonna start up some EarthCamTV because I'm probably gonna be sitting here in silence, thinking, but like my thoughts aren't defined enough to think out loud, I don't think. Does that make sense? Might make any sense. I guess it's windy out there. Wiggling all over the place. I find that very distracting. I'm gonna skip to the next view. Oh, that's pretty. Might not actually be live, might just be a picture, but it's pretty. Leaf cam. Not a lot of leaves there. Nashville, Indiana. I thought Nashville was in Tennessee. I guess it's like Kansas City where it spreads the border. Spans the border, sprawls across the border, yeah. I'm not entirely awake. I'm getting there. I wanted to just throw myself at the computer, much like I used to when I had employment. Because, like, that was what was most important, right? Is appearing as though you are there all day. So, like, whether you're fully awake or not, you log in, you greet your bosses or whatever, and you say, I'm working on this today or whatever, and, like, then if you're not fully awake, you take a little, like, nap. Just nap in place, like, but, you know, always have to keep up a certain level of responsiveness. And if I could just sleep when I wanted to, you know, that'd be wonderful. Life would be very different. um, I don't know. There's something to be said for low power mode. It can cause issues, but it can also make some things easier or more obvious. But I don't know. Mostly, I like streaming. I don't know. Whether anyone's watching or not, I just like going live, and I like talking about stuff and exploring things and just trying to connect. The weird issue where I guess I'm lonely, but also I don't want people because they keep hurting me. So I'd rather keep them at arm's length. But that doesn't mean we can't communicate. That doesn't mean we can't interact. I just want to be careful. So, yeah, I guess my question is, like, do I actually want to make a system call here? Or do I want to, I probably just want to make a write call. Because I'm worried that someone could replace the string clear that's being passed into the system call, and that it's no longer a clear system call. It would be like a remove your hard drive call or whatever. So I feel like a write call would be safer in that sense. Although the write call is going to be less portable because not everyone implements the control characters the same way. But by putting it here in this little LB term file, like, it'd be pretty easy for someone to replace it with their own version of clearing the terminal, basically. In theory. Part of me wonders if this should even have a user interface, or if this should just be like a program that... Oh shit, is my VPN on? God damn it. I thought I turned that off. Successful, but it's also showing 0 kilobits per second. Oh, now we're coming back. Alright, I think we're back. Sorry, just had to turn off my VPN. Ugh. Get me some water. Like, I'm tempted to say, just never clear. Never clear the terminal. Leave everything in view while the program is running. Like, yeah, the scroll will be ridiculous, but whatever. Does it matter? I guess eventually it would, like, fill up, overflow. Too much output? I don't know. Is that a thing? Sorry. It's a very cold, gray day outside. I still like looking out there, though. All the naked trees and rocks. There's nothing going on. The gray sky. It doesn't even look like clouds. It just looks like one big gray blob. Okay, how is this actually gonna work? I'm gonna run my lifeboat program. The lifeboat program says, welcome, enter a command or whatever. Yeah. Like, you don't really have control over the terminal, or like, you're not supposed to, I guess. You're not really supposed to be able to just draw wherever you want on it, like... And I don't want to use end curses, or curses, because I feel like those are too big. There's too many files in there to really know what's going on. So how can I gracefully interact with the user, asynchronously even, without messing things up too much, without exposing vulnerabilities, without provoking weird, undefined behavior? I guess I can echo, so they get to see their input as they're typing, but also I'm keeping track of it. And that way, if I have something that interrupts them while they're typing a sentence, I can push that thing in a new line, and then push their user input up to that point and continue listening. Maybe that's a potential. I thought about getting like an aquarium app or an ant farm or something to play down there instead of EarthCamTV. I like EarthCamTV, but like, it's a live stream, and sometimes the cameras are weird, and sometimes my connection goes down, whereas if it was something just on my own computer, it wouldn't be messing with my bandwidth so much. It might be a smoother experience for everybody. I don't know. My child-abusing parents are killing the entire world. Alright, so I think we're just not going to have a clear option. I think I'm gonna take off the echo part. And we'll just switch it to non-canonical mode. Does it even need to be a non-canonical mode anymore? Well, yeah, because I want to listen to their keystrokes before they hit enter. That's the main reason. Oh yeah, right. Gotta take that out of the definition and everything. Super. Ugh. I'm very tired. I'm not sleepy tired though. I'm moving more toward consciousness than away, I think. But a boozy belly does not make for restful sleep. Beam back. Just bundle it up in a blinky. Thinking about my code. You know, a big part of programming is thinking about programming. Don't worry, boss. I'll get right on it. Like, I have been looking at some companies that I might want to apply to. It's very difficult to find good ones that have jobs that I might actually succeed in, especially given my current condition. So as much as I like to joke on here, like, I wish I was better. I wish everything was better. I know I can be better, and this is part of practicing to work my way back up there. I mean, probably, I don't know. There's always new things to learn, basically. More monsters around every corner. Traps and snares. I don't want to get another job if it's gonna suck as bad as the last one. But I'll try to find a good place with good people. Where I can do good work. I don't know if I've ever done good work professionally. Well, the Code Mentor stuff, like, it wasn't the worst, but I don't know. I wish I could have seen the big picture more clearly and been more helpful for more people. I kind of want to get that kind of work again if I can, but I'm also wary because, like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of careers we were really setting them up for. That wasn't my department. I hope they're successful and I hope they're happy, but it's the world that we're in. Like, there aren't as many opportunities as there should be, and they're not fair. Everyone's gotta compete. Everyone's gotta run themselves into the ground just to have a chance. Everything is backwards, and it is my parents' fault. They still aren't listening to reason. I think it just counts as one character. Looking right so far. So I'm gonna turn on the loop. I'm gonna collect the user input into user buff. One character at a time. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Probably fine. Just want some kind of placeholder condition here. I'm gonna say user I +1 mod 6. No, mod 4, I guess. Equal 0. And that'll simulate a message from the console. This is a test. Is there any beep? Doesn't seem like it. No beep. Okay. Well, I guess we can start using this print to term to debug. I could also just printf to debug. You know, I don't have to provide the number of characters every time with printf. You know, we can log values like this a lot easier. So sres never seems to be greater than 0. Is that because I'm not echoing? Do I have to actually... Or because I am echoing? Do I have to disable echoes? Oh, that didn't seem to help either. Cool. So it seems like it's never getting a select response here. NFDS is a weird one. This argument should be set to the highest numbered file descriptor in any of the 3 sets plus 1. The indicated file descriptors in each set are checked up to this limit. It's kind of interesting to me. We got our timeout in microseconds. Half a million millionths of a second should be half a second, right? We got our standard in file no plus 1. What if I just print it out regardless of what it is? Doesn't like to run the terminal if it detects any weird characters. Oh, okay. Well, it's a 0. It is always 0. It seems to be going a lot faster than I would expect. The number of file descriptors contained in the 3 return descriptor sets Return value may be 0 if the timeout expired before any file descriptors became ready. Oh, hello. How you doing, CMAD Hole? Sorry, you didn't see your message there. I'll try to get you on screen. There we go. It wasn't, YouTube chat wasn't working yesterday, but it looks like it's back now. That's good. How you doing? I have decided to get less fancy with my approach for manipulating the terminal. But it's still not behaving the way that I would expect. I would expect this call to wait for half a second, because I set the microseconds here to 500,000. But it seems like it goes as fast as it is able to. And it gets 0 every time, even if I type into the standard in. FD0, FD set. Oh, same page. Yeah, it takes in the file descriptor int, presumably not +1. So select takes in the number of file descriptors, well, not really, it's the highest numbered file descriptor +1, and I'm only listening to standard in, so we have standard in file number +1. It takes in a pointer to the readFS, readFDs, to the file descriptors that it's going to listen to read, or that's going to read from. Yeah. And so we're going to read from standard in, and we're not going to care about the write files or the exceptional files. File descriptors in this set are watched for exceptional conditions. See if they are ready for reading. File descriptor is ready for reading if a read operation will not block. In particular, a file descriptor is also ready on end of file. Ugh. I'm gonna stretch a bit. I'm still waking up, I apologize. Took my trash out. It is cold outside. Oh. Probably feel better if I ate in the morning. But I really don't like to eat in the morning. Mornings were very traumatic. So I don't understand why it's returning instantly here instead of doing the half-second timeout. Might be something specific about standard input. Like, what does it mean for a file descriptor to be ready? Isn't it always ready for writing? It's always open. Does that mean it's never ready? Sorry. Ugh. I guess another problem is that once I get... Well, if it actually waited half a second, it wouldn't be a problem. Let's throw another 0 in here, see if that slows it down any. make clean, make... Actually, I had a bigger command for this all typed up last time. Might be gone now. Oh, now we're getting into my other commands. Neat. Make clean, make // build / lifeboat. Ooh, hello. 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 Oh, it logged the number 1 there. Res equal 1, or sres. So I think it actually printf'd this. When I typed the H. So that's good. Int fd, void buff count, size count. On files that support seeking, the read operation commences at the file offset, and the file offset is incremented by the number of bytes read. If the file offset is at or past the end of the file, no bytes are read, and read returns 0. Reading small amounts of data will update the timestamp only the first time. Subsequent calls may not do so. This is pretty similar to how mine is set up. I like this little beach view. It reminds me of going to the beach when I was a kid in South Texas. But where is this, Florida? Yeah, Naples, Florida. Naples Pier, sunset cam. It looks nice. I'd like to go to the beach again. Oh, they got a tutorial over here. Huh? Select toot. The select and deselect system calls are used to efficiently monitor multiple file descriptors to see if any of them is or becomes ready. Right? I'm doing that. Somewhere in the main loop will be a conditional to check the global flag, so we must ask, what if a signal arrives after the conditional but before the select call? The answer is that select would block indefinitely, even though an event is actually pending. This race condition is solved by the pselect call. Yeah, but I'm sticking to more portable, I think. It's cold outside. Where'd that blanket go? My cloak. Lady flower pattern on it. It is fuzzy though, fuzzy and warm. I forget if this one was a gift. I might have bought this one. There was another blanket I had that was a gift, and I don't know if it's still in storage or not. It might actually be in that box over there. That was a good blanket. This one breathes a little bit more though. Some, like my comforter, they lock you in like airtight. And I end up sweating under the covers, and then I get out to like go to the bathroom or something, and like it's frigid cold and I'm all sweaty, and like, oh, it's a nightmare. So I try not to do that. And got a little heater going, but it's not very big. And I should make sure my pipes are dripping. I think they are. And I tried to open up the cabinet so that the pipes could get some heat, but it's a very small place. The cabinet door hits the toilet, so I can't open it like all the way, but it's open a little bit. Huh. Oh, jeez. I don't like being alive, but I don't want to die. So I made a career out of programming. Could have been good. It should have been. People are such shitheads. No one understands. No one slows down enough to understand. Anyway. Trying to select here. I feel like dizzy. I don't know. I'll get more water. Wish it wasn't such a pain to move my desk and stuff around. I kind of want to face the other way. Something about the way everything leans. I'm just never comfortable. I don't know if I've ever been comfortable. I feel like probably so. But I struggle to think of specific examples. One of the first times I got high, I was cuddling on the couch with my girlfriend at the time, and like, that's pretty nice. I don't get to smoke it anymore, so like it's a very different kind of high. And I don't like it as much. Ugh. I'll try to get back to programming soon. I want to, but I'm just not like in the mood for it. I don't have the energy. I don't have that drive. Like, I don't know. It's hard to just look at this stuff. Ugh. Wait for all terminated children. Yeah, don't forget to kill your children. When you're programming, when your child threads, you should be more specific. Gotta free up that memory. Don't want to leave orphans. Jeez. Really could have called it something else, right? This is a good question. What is the point of select? Why can't I just read and write to my file descriptors whenever I want? It watches multiple descriptors at the same time and properly puts the process to sleep if there is no activity. Oh. Ugh. Unix programmers often find themselves in a position where they have to handle I/O for more than one file descriptor where their data flow may be intermittent. If you merely create a sequence of read and write calls, you would find that one of your calls may block waiting for data from/to a file descriptor, while another file descriptor is unused, though ready for I/O. Select efficiently copes with this situation. Behavior that is difficult to understand produces non-portable or borderline results. Excuse me. You should always try to use select without a timeout. Your program should have nothing to do if there is no data available. Huh. Never read/write only in single bytes at a time unless you are really sure that you have a small amount of data to process. It is extremely inefficient not to read/write as much data as you can buffer each time. The buffers in the example below are 1024 bytes, although they could easily be made larger. Oh. So see, I think I'm doing that wrong too. Because I'm reading into here one character at a time. Just go. Okay, we're learning. We're learning how to get better. Never call read or write with a buffer length of 0. Oh. The timeout value must be initialized with each new call to select, since some operating systems modify the structure. That's probably what's got me, is it's only half a second the first time and then it's 0 after that. But it's sounding like select might not be right for me anyway. I may want some other timing mechanism. We had some movies on VHS that I like barely remember, never really heard about since. I think one was like The Little Tin Soldier or something like that. I remember it started with like a live action part, but then it had a cartoon about a little soldier who like got washed down the drain, I think. I'd be curious to see that again. After all these years, it'd be weird. It'd be really weird. We had some kind of Precious Moments movie, I think. And that cricket one that came upon a midnight clear. Everyone just wants me to pretend my life didn't exist, didn't happen. I know that's convenient for you, and it would be convenient for me too. In fact, I tried for years to pretend my life was not what it is. But it is. And there's no getting away from that. Not till I die. Sets must be reinitialized before each call. Okay, so these are two different gotchas that I definitely was not aware of when using select. It's something I wouldn't have thought of. But it makes sense, I guess? Like, it makes sense that select is modifying the file descriptor sets, I guess. Doesn't really make sense that it modifies the time value structure, but I guess that's why they made p-select to be better. I'm shivering because I'm drinking a lot of water, and it's a cold day, and the water is cold. And once it's inside me, it makes my insides cold. But I think the water is a good thing overall. I was wondering, should I just make a blocking call to read one character at a time, or read, however much is in standard in? But no, I don't want to do a blocking call, because I might want to write around those reads. I find this really fascinating. I kind of love this project, because it's like as basic as I can get. I am looking at the fundamentals. I am learning the system calls, the standard library functions, and some of their quirks. It's good. It's the kind of deep immersion into C that I didn't have time for in college, even though we took a class that covered C, like, covered in quotes. Like, it was very quick, and it was one and done, and it was like, all right, now you know C. And I'm like, do I? Well, because I passed the test after a few weeks? Like, I don't think that's... I think you're scamming me. Huh. No, horsey. What does it mean, though? File control? Can duplicate a descriptor? Yeah, I've already got it open over there, but here it is again. And I finally learned that UNISTD stands for the Unix Standard Library, which makes sense. It keeps kind of suggesting that I shouldn't read small bytes at a time, or one byte at a time, basically. But like that's getting the user's input. I guess if it's being echoed, maybe I actually don't have to. Something is wrong with my understanding. Ugh. LARP. Now, there is also git care. That's probably what I should be using. Get a byte from a standard in stream. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I want. Sorry. This is in the standard IO library. Huh. I haven't even touched multi-byte characters yet. Does a Git character consider multi-line or multi-byte characters? Apparently getC can be implemented as a macro, which may treat incorrectly a stream argument with side effects. In particular, getC f++ does not necessarily work as expected, therefore use of this function should be preceded by undef getC. In such situations, fgetC could also be used. Like, what the hell is all this? Like, why? Why? There's probably some very deep history or something. Oh. Backspacing a multi-byte character might just break it. I could probably track that. Like, have an array or something of which characters are multi-byte characters, and then if the backspace would take us back beyond that, just do 2 instead of 1 or whatever. Or store the number of multi-bytes, you know, whatever. There's definitely ways to do it, but it's not a huge concern right now, I guess. Everything is a huge concern. We're back again. Very difficult to focus. I'm down here now, I'm on the floor. Because I hate that chair so much. Alright, so maybe I could just try the read care, right? I mean, seems like we're not gonna need all this stuff. I'm still confused though, like, I want a timeout, I'm pretty sure. I don't want the program to just be like constantly waiting, like checking every tick or whatever. Like, I'd be fine with it checking just every half second or so. Just gonna rip all this out, really. Gotta find some new way to do it. Hello, very well. Perfect, great. I need better food. I'll be back again, sorry. I really can't say it enough. My parents are child abusers. The world would be better without them. They are killing us all. They serve a death cult. I think of all the kids my mother has lied to over the years in VBS and Sunday school. She thinks she's going to heaven for abusing, for killing, for caring about no one but herself, and lying otherwise. Praying to God doesn't actually help anyone, you dumb bitch. It just makes you feel good about doing nothing. You're playing pretend. You're playing pretend when all life is at stake. It's not okay. Child abusers should die. And that, I hope, is not controversial. It's definitely getting a lot of attention these days, what with our president and such. Child abusers should fucking die. Children didn't ask to be born. Children didn't ask to be abused. Children deserve a better life than what they are being given, than what is being forced on them. My parents are child abusers, and I really wish they would stop. Because I can't do anything. I just start, like, punishing myself and screaming and, like, they beat that shit into me. Like, I've been trying to get it out my whole life. Everyone just, like, laughs at me, tells me I'm a brat who, like, deserved it. Like, no, no child deserves to be abused. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? If you think any children deserve to be abused, kill yourself right now. You're the fucking problem. I'm sorry whatever happened to you. Don't spread it onto others. Fight back against it if you actually care. Why do I have to say this? Why is no one listening still? We're all dying for it. How stupid are people? Guess we're finding out. I just wanted to make my parents happy. I wanted everyone to be happy. They don't care about anyone but themselves. They are endless black holes. There is no pleasing them. All they do is fucking lie, take, and lie some more. I'm just gonna test. I don't know. Excuse me, sorry. Let's go one character at a time. It's fine. So now it's waiting for me to type. I typed an I. It also typed an I. Yeah, that's nice. But get care is blocking. So this was the whole reason I was using select in the first place, is so that I wouldn't actually have to wait and could use a timeout. But apparently that's wrong. Linuxy timer. I feel like I'm not supposed to use a system sleep call or a sleep call. But that's basically what I want to do. I don't want my program to be just wasting resources all the time. Because it sleep until the number of real-time seconds, specified seconds have lapsed, or until a signal arrives which is not ignored. Mixing calls to alarm and sleep is a bad idea. Alarm sets an alarm clock for delivery of a signal. Sig alarm. Like, what is all this shit? Alarm and set timer share the same timer call, so one will interfere with the use of the other. Ah, jeez. Why is everything a tangled mess? Well, maybe I should be passing the input into select as well. I mean the output, I guess. Like, I'm really on the fence about whether I want to do any multi-threading. I'd rather not. But if that actually makes things better, then maybe I should. I'm gonna have to take a little break. I'm just gonna stop stream and I'll come back later. Probably not too long, but yeah, I don't know, feeling weird. Thanks for watching, have a good day, bye.